Take a slow breath in. And let it out. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your forehead soften. There is nothing you need to prove right now. Tonight we will rest with Peter freed from prison, a Bible story from the book of Acts. The passage is held in Acts 12, and we will move through it gently, without rushing the heart or forcing the mind to stay alert. The scene opens in a guarded prison at night, a praying house nearby, and a city street where the Lord opens what people cannot open. The story will begin with simple attention, move through the faithful action of God, and then settle into quiet repetition for sleep. You do not need to hold every detail in your mind. You can simply listen and receive. The words can pass slowly, like lamplight along a wall. The story can carry you without asking you to carry it. The story begins with Peter is chained between soldiers, yet he sleeps, and the church keeps praying while the night seems closed. In Acts 12, the details are not hurried, and we do not need to hurry them either. There is a place, there are ordinary human bodies, there is the weight of the day, and there is the Lord already present before anyone fully understands what he will do. The first movement of the story is quiet because God often begins his work before the heart recognizes it. We can notice the road, the room, the water, the door, or the field without demanding that the moment explain itself too quickly. The Bible lets the scene become real, and then it lets the Lord speak or act in his own time. For now, the important truth is simple: God has not forgotten this place. God has not forgotten this person. God has not forgotten the night. Observation: the Lord is already near before the turning point arrives. Meaning, the Lord can keep his servant in locked places. Personal connection: you do not have to see the whole road to be held on the road. Permission to rest: you may let this opening scene be enough for now. You can rest. The story continues with Peter sleeping between guards in prison while the church prayed, and the angel of the Lord quietly leading him through open doors into the night air. We are not trying to turn the scene into a lecture. We are letting it become a slow place of attention. There is movement, but the movement is gentle enough to follow with a tired mind. There may be surprise, fear, wonder, or waiting, but even these are held inside the calm presence of God. The people in the story do not control the whole outcome. They receive the next word, the next step, the next mercy. That is enough for one moment. And one moment is enough for the next breath. Observation: the story does not require every answer before it continues. Meaning: prayer continues through the night. Personal connection: your life can also be held one step at a time. Permission to rest: the Lord can keep the story while you sleep. You can rest. Now the heart of the story draws nearer. An angel touches his side, light fills the cell, chains fall away, and iron gates open as though the night itself has become gentle. This is the place where the human person reaches the limit of control, and the Lord reveals what only he can do. The Bible does not need to exaggerate the moment. It is strong because it is true. God acts with authority, but his authority is not frantic. God speaks with power, but his power does not need to rush. The scene becomes steady because the Lord is steady. Even when someone is afraid, confused, humbled, or amazed, the Lord remains patient. The turning point belongs to him. Observation: the decisive mercy comes from God, not from human strain. Meaning: God opens doors without panic. Personal connection: You are not required to force the turning point tonight. Permission to rest. God can act without your anxious supervision. You can rest. After the turning point, the story becomes quieter. It begins with Peter guarded in prison, moves through prayer rising in the house, the angel waking him, the gates opening, and closes with quiet wonder at the door where friends were still praying. The action still matters, but the pace begins to soften. The mind does not need as much novelty now. The same truth can be seen from another angle, like a familiar room in softer light. The Lord is not only present at the dramatic moment. He is present afterward, when breathing slows and ordinary obedience begins again. He is present in the small next thing. He is present in the quiet restoration. He is present in the strength that returns slowly. Observation. Grace continues after the moment of wonder. Meaning. Peace can sleep between guards. Personal connection. You may receive quiet restoration without demanding speed. Permission to rest. The Lord can finish what He has begun. You can rest. The closing movement of the narrative gathers around this image. Peter stands outside in the street, then knocks at the door of friends who are still praying, and wonder enters the room softly. There is no need to add new weight to the story now. We simply notice what remains after the Lord has acted. A person is steadied. A door is opened. A promise is remembered. A table is prepared. A voice is received. A frightened heart is given enough peace for the next step. The story is becoming simpler now, because the night is meant for rest. Observation. The Lord leaves His people with enough light for rest. Meaning, the Lord can keep His servant in locked places. Personal connection. Enough light is enough for tonight. Permission to rest. You do not need to solve what God has already taken into His hands. You can rest. Before we leave the narrative, we remember Peter only in the gentlest way. The story has given us enough movement. Now it gives us meaning. God was near at the beginning. God was faithful in the middle. God was merciful at the turning point. God remained present at the end. Nothing more needs to be added to make the story safe. Nothing more needs to be explained to make the heart rest. The same Lord is near now. Observation. The story rests in the faithfulness of God. Meaning, prayer continues through the night. Personal connection. Your night can rest in the same faithfulness. Permission to rest. Let the story become still now. You can rest. Now the story can become simple. No new scene is needed. No new event is needed. The same truth remains. The Lord can keep His servant in locked places. Prayer continues through the night. God opens doors without panic. Peace can sleep between guards. The Lord is near in the story. The Lord is near in the room. The Lord is near in the night. You do not have to carry anything more from the story. You can rest in His care. You can rest. Let the meaning settle without effort. God sees. God calls. God provides. God restores. The night is not empty. The silence is not abandoned. The next breath is allowed to be slow. The next thought is allowed to be quiet. You are not required to stay awake to keep yourself safe. The Lord keeps watch. You can rest. The Lord can keep his servant in locked places. Prayer continues through the night. God opens doors without panic. The Lord is near. The night is held. You can rest. The Lord can keep his servant in locked places. Prayer continues through the night. God opens doors without panic. The Lord is near. The night is held. You can rest. The Lord can keep his servant in locked places. Prayer continues through the night. God opens doors without panic. The Lord is near. The night is held. You can rest. The Lord is near. God opens doors without panic. Peace is near. Peace can sleep between guards. You can rest. The Lord is near. God opens doors without panic. Peace is near. Peace can sleep between guards. You can rest. The Lord is near. God opens doors without panic. Peace is near. Peace can sleep between guards. You can rest. The Lord is near. God opens doors without panic. Peace is near. Peace can sleep between guards. You can rest. The Lord is near. God opens doors without panic. Peace is near. Peace can sleep between guards. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest. The Lord gives peace. The Lord gives rest. His care does not sleep. The night belongs to God. You can rest.